Organizing the world's employees. How do you get huge market share like Google, but in a different industry? Now, Google is famous for approximately organizing the world's information. Anything you want, you just click, there it is. Now, employees are pretty much the same way, because if you go into any organization, like I was in Walmart the other day, and each employee was like basically just doing their job and doing it pretty efficiently. So it's kind of like a plug and play system. People go to where their skills are needed and where they can get the maximum value, and employers pick the best candidates. So it's a very efficient marketplace system. I'm not saying there's not inefficiency. That's where disruption takes place. Disruption always takes place where there's inefficiencies to make them more efficient. So basically what I'm trying to say is that the world is an extremely efficient place, and how high you rise in a job or a career or a business is really just a matter of your place in the efficiency matrix, if you want to call it. I don't want to call it a hierarchy, because everybody's role is just as important as anybody else's. But it's kind of a matrix, like all the pieces plug and play together. And if you want to have a business with 1,000 employees, then you have to find 1,000 people that that's the best place for them, at least at that moment, that they decided that their skill set is right for your job opening, and the value that they're creating collectively and individually is providing enough business dollars that you can afford to hire and keep those 1,000 people. So businesses get bigger or smaller based upon their efficient use of human capital, and their ability to use human capital is dependent upon a lot of factors. What is the vision, skill of the leadership team and CEO? What is the market opportunity? What is the people that back the business? A lot of it comes down to vision and storytelling, that you have to understand the market better than other people in order to excel. And it has to be a market worth excelling in, because you can understand a market that's not worth excelling in, it doesn't matter that much. But if you're in a high growth market where you have a superior business model, superior communication abilities to bring in the best employees, superior ability to train them and work together, which is basically another way of saying superior culture. So I want you to think of like the world as like extremely well organized and efficient. And Google is the market leader because they found PageRank a better way to organize the information that was actually more meaningful. And employees is just the same way, that you could be a company that could have almost all the world's employees. Like some people talk about one world government. You could almost have a one world company if you could organize everything. I mean, obviously there's antitrust and everything else. I'm not saying I recommend it. But some of these companies grow to huge size. Like, Apple, I think, is like 2-point-something trillion dollars. Elon Musk says that Tesla's going to pass them, and they're on a rapid acceleration as well. Amazon is close to $2 trillion, I believe, or over. And there's just huge efficiencies. Like if you go into Amazon, their warehouses, like there's a lot of automation. There's a lot of factors that could be talked about in terms of what promotes efficiency. But right now, the basic concept I just want to talk about is that if you take the analogy of Google and how they organize information efficiently and you apply it to the workplace with employees, that's what I'm talking about.